Welcome to this class today. My name is Gloria Ramirez, and I'm happy to be able to present a class today that is titled Five Attitudes to Embrace Life with Courage and Faith. And I think that this is a topic that is so important because a lot of times we just face life with different challenges and situations and don't know exactly what to do. And I have put together this class in a way that I obviously my intention is to help you to maybe bring some inspiration into your life and embracing life with courage and faith is a very transformative approach to living, to really embracing your day-to-day life. And what it takes is to have a mindset that allows you to face challenges and embrace any uncertainties, and trust in your own resilience, and in a higher purpose, meaning that life is constantly going to invite us to really, really be positive, to have that positive mindset that is going to allow us to seek solutions instead of obviously focusing on the problem. So that's what life, if we constantly feel disappointed and discouraged and all of that, that is going to take us into experiencing life at a level that is difficult, that is challenging. And I do understand that every one of us encounters ups and downs in life. That's obvious, right? All of us. And it is easy to feel happy and enthusiastic when things are going smoothly. However, the secret is, how do we handle life when things are not going smoothly? That's ask ourselves that question. And it is easy to feel happy and enthusiastic, obviously, when everything is going well and we feel that we're sometimes even on top of the world. But a lot of times when it does not happening that way, uh, sometimes we tend to ignore the problem and kind of wishing for it to go away. We ignore the problem, pretending that it doesn't exist, that it's not there. But the problem is there, it has to be addressed, right? And so, unfortunately, when we don't address the challenge, then it escalates and become more serious. Whatever the situation is, it can be serious in the sense of health issues. It can be serious in the sense of financial challenges. It can be serious in the sense of lack of harmony with others. I mean, many, many ways in which it can become serious. So, a lot of times, also, the other thing that we do, besides ignoring the problem, is we focus on blaming others and maybe justifying ourselves, and acting as a victim, that sense of self pity. And self pity is not going to take us anywhere. And that is something that I highly recommend for you to be honest with yourself. And if you see and you notice yourself feeling in that space of self pity, just make sure that you really pay attention and change the behavior, and make sure that you mm, do your best to shift the energy, right? So then this approach of blaming others and playing victim and all of that, it won't bring a solution either at all. It's just not possible. And so, in the opposite, it leads to more suffering, more despair, more disappointment, And then we feel exhausted because we are not understanding that we are the ones who have to change within ourselves. We are the ones who have to really be courageous and have faith, and take a look at what is happening in life as an opportunity for growth. Okay, so what I like to do now, mm, what I like to do now is present to you five attitudes to embrace life with courage and faith. These attitudes are really practices that I have used myself, obviously, because I always share what I do practice. I'm not an expert, but at least I know that it has helped me they have helped me tremendously to move forward and to bring more peace and harmony into my life. The first one here is what I call resilience. And this is the ability to take full responsibility for your life and to remain strong in all circumstances. That is extremely important, okay? The ability to take full responsibility. No, instead of complaining, we have to adopt a, a positive attitude, a winning attitude. So remember that we create everything with our vibration. So if we don't take full responsibility for what is happening, and play victim or judge, or feel or blame others, we are going to send the wrong vibration out, and then the problem is going to persist. And so our thoughts, language, and our actions are creating our reality moment to moment. This is very important to remember. That's why we have to be so careful about our thoughts. And then if we have thoughts that are negative, all we have to do is replace them with something positive or with an affirmation. The same thing with language. I was listening to this amazing message from a Buddhist monk, and he was saying that the most important aspect of our lives is the words that we speak. He was saying that, and then the same thing, that they are creating our reality. And it was amazing to hear it also from this point of view of Buddhism. And so everyone, so many authors, heroes, people that have been wanting to help us, they have told us the same thing over and over and over, that our thoughts, our language create our reality. So therefore, what what we have is an invitation to take it seriously and to take full responsibility, as it says here, right? So if you do not like something that shows up in your life, be humble in recognizing that you have an invitation to change something in yourself. So it's not about changing the external, but it's about changing in yourself. So as a matter of fact, I was listening to the Buddhist monk saying that if we gossip about others, or say negative things about others, that then other people are gonna do the same. That definitely. So if it happens, let's say that you heard that someone was putting you down or talking negatively about you, then be humble and recognize that you do have an invitation to take a look at yourself and say, where am I having the same behavior? Where am I critical? Where am I participating in gossiping? And that's where you can take the full responsibility, and then be strong, which is resilience. Do it with courage, right? And then make the changes, the necessary changes. And also very important is, in prayer, ask for guidance. Very, very important. So if you feel that you don't know what to do or what it is that you need to change within yourself because of the situation that showed up in your life, go ahead and ask for guidance. God is always ready to give us his wisdom, to share his wisdom with us. Okay. So, what I like to do now is go ahead and do a little bit of introspection because that way it will help us to understand how we can handle or how we can approach, for example, this number one point that I am sharing with you about embracing life with courage and faith. So I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes for a moment and just relax your shoulders. And then just go ahead and think of a difficult situation in your life that you are facing right now. It could be, for example, someone who is difficult at work or anything whatsoever. It doesn't matter what it is. So go ahead and ask yourself, am I embracing this difficult situation with courage and creative solutions and looking for ways on how I can change from within? And just ask yourself that question. If the answer is yes, oh my goodness, that's wonderful. That's perfect and keep doing that. If instead you say, no, I'm not embracing the situation with courage, I am criticizing, I am gossiping, I am doing all the wrong things. So, or are you dwelling in sorrow, self pity, negativity? Well, don't put yourself down, but just if this is the case that you are dwelling on sorrow, self pity, negativity, whatever it is, the invitation is for you to practice resilience by letting go of those negative behaviors and just feel right now you surrendering those negative behaviors into the presence of God right now. Just feel you're shaken out of your body all that tendency to feel to be negative, right? Feel that all of that leaving your consciousness, and then change the attitude to an attitude of courage. Feel that right now you can even say your own name. You, for example, Gloria, you can do this. You can change your attitude to an attitude of resilience. You can go ahead and open your heart to awaken the courage that resides within you, the courage which is the divine power that resides within you. And then you can affirm, for example, I have the power and the wisdom of God to handle this situation with courage and faith. What is that power? That power is the inner power, the divine power. We are children of God made in his image and likeness. Therefore, God has given us power. That's called divine power. The wisdom of God, God constantly wants to fill our minds with wisdom, but we have to listen to God. So affirm, I have the power and wisdom of God to handle this situation with courage and faith. I feel how wonderful that is. Let's just affirm it one more time. I have the power and wisdom of God to handle this situation with courage and faith, or to handle any situation with courage and faith. Okay? You see how beautiful? Okay, so now you can go ahead and open up your eyes. And let's go ahead to the next point. The next way to embrace life with courage and faith is say yes to life. And this it means to accept and engage with experiences accept and engage with the experiences, challenges, and joys that come your way. Meaning that whatever comes your way, you accept, and then you deal with whatever it is. If it is a challenge, then obviously you deal with it with as that positive yes attitude. It is about living with a mindset that welcomes possibilities rather than resisting or fearing them. What does it mean to welcome possibilities? It means that you are willing to welcome answers, solutions, instead of resisting them or instead of focusing on the problem. So, saying yes to life is a powerful invitation to embrace the fullness of existence with openness and enthusiasm. And sometimes we have to fake it until we make it. For example, every day we can open our eyes and say, okay, God, I am going to embrace life with today. I'm going to embrace today with openness and enthusiasm. I am saying yes to life. Yes to life. And so you see how powerful that is to say yes to life, to be willing to do our part, and to be willing to have the mindset that welcomes possibilities, that welcomes solutions. But we have to be willing to have that attitude. And then egos obviously is gonna want to push us towards the direction of feeling sorry for ourselves or telling us that we are not good enough or whatever it is. Basically, the opposite of saying yes to life. Ego is going to say no to life, feel discouraged, be close minded. And so, with that attitude, life is going to respond the same way. But if you embrace life with openness and enthusiasm, that's a totally different story. So when you open your eyes in the morning, be willing to say with your own name, Gloria, say yes to life. Say yes to the possibilities that are in store for you today. And you might say, oh, Gloria, but it doesn't seem like a lot of good things are coming my way recently. Well, then you can just say, okay, I have to put positive energy for things to come my way that are positive. The only reason why negative things or challenges or problems have been coming into your life is because of the energy that you have been putting out. And you might say, "Oh, but I put a lot of effort and all of that." The effort has to start. Remember, with positive language, with positive thoughts, with a positive attitude, with saying yes to life. That's where it has to start. And this is so important. We have to create a story where instead of creating a negative story, we create a positive story. Like, for example, this day is going to be wonderful. It's going to be productive. And I am going to give my very best and leave the rest to God. I'm going to remember that God is the doer, that He is behind absolutely everything. So you create a beautiful story about how your day is going to go. And then based on that, your day is going to go well. And if challenges show up, you are going to be totally, totally peaceful. You are not going to be afraid or intimidated by those challenges. Okay. So, what I invite you to do is let's go ahead and do an introspection about saying yes to life and close your eyes and then relax your shoulders and your body. And then take a look at your life and with total honesty, think of the areas where you are not saying yes to life. If by refusing to make changes or put in the effort. There might be some areas where you are not willing to forgive that person that you need to forgive, that you are not willing to be positive, that you maybe there are areas where you are tempted to continue to blame. That is not willing to say yes to life. So take a look at your life and with total honesty, think of those areas where you are not saying yes to life. We are not saying yes to life when we criticize, when we put others down, when we gossip, when we blame, when we play self pity, when we say lies, when we don't forgive. We are not saying that. You see what I'm talking about? Okay. So now that you are being honest and thinking of those areas, maybe not treating yourself well, you are not eating properly, or you are not exercising. So then let go of the resistance to put the effort, to say yes to life. So feel right now that you're shaking out of your consciousness the resistance, and you're going to say, I am willing to let go of the resistance. I am willing to let go of the idea that I have to know how. I'm just going to shake all this out, all the negativity, all the ways in which I have been saying no to life. And I'm going to be totally ready and willing to take a single step that will move me in the right direction. So right now, think of one step, depending on the area. For example, if the challenge is that you tend to criticize or judge yourself a lot, then the first step is for you to pay attention. And when you notice that you are criticizing yourself, you say, no, I'm going to change that to an affirmation. For example, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. So you see how beautiful? You right there shift the energy. Or let's say that the challenge is that you don't want to forgive this person, and then you just say, I am going to go ahead and do whatever it takes to do a process of forgiveness. I'm going to, if I need to find a person, a coach who can help me, I'll do that, but I'm going to forgive because it's time. And then, so right there, you are saying yes to life. So, depending on the situation, think of one step that you are going to take to move in the right direction about saying yes to life, about that aspect of your life. I'm just going to stay quiet for just a moment. Beautiful. Okay, so now you can maybe go ahead and take a deep breath, exhale, and then go ahead and open up your eyes. So the third point or attitude to embrace life with courage and faith is being to be in the present each moment. And here you'll see it in the slide. Allowing yourself to experience both the heights and lows with a sense of curiosity and courage. So you allow yourself to just be in the present, meaning that you are not going to run or hide if something comes up that is not exactly something that you expected. So that's why it says to experience both the highs and lows with a sense of curiosity and courage. So, for example, something happened during the day that took you by surprise that was negative. So that could be a law in your life, but you are going to approach it with a sense of curiosity, meaning, what is this experience trying to teach me? What is this experience trying to show me? And then you say, I'm going to have the courage to just be brave and then see what it is that I need to change in me. Because remember, all the experiences that show up in our lives that are challenging and difficult are invitations for us to change within ourselves, okay? So it is about giving yourself permission to explore new opportunities, to take risks, and to step out of your comfort zone. So you, in the present moment, are noticing that something is there that is painful or difficult or challenging. So you are going to give yourself permission to explore the ways on how you can heal this, you can change it, how you can change your mindset, for example. Maybe it is about you taking risks and then step out of your comfort zone, and then that way you are going to be able to really know that there is a power behind everything that is there to help you, so you don't have to do this alone. So being present at each moment is an attitude that can lead to personal growth, deeper relationships and connections with others, and a richer, more fulfilling life. So very important to know that being present means that instead of hiding when situations show up that are not exactly the highest, the best for us, instead of being afraid, we are going to say, okay, this can lead to amazing personal growth. And if we take a look at our lives and what we have gone through and how we have embraced so many situations with a lot of courage, we can see clearly that we were brave, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. So that's what this is all about. Be present. So what I like to do is invite you to do a little introspection. And for that, go ahead and close your eyes. And then the question is, do you observe yourself by you staying in the present? Because you can observe yourself when you are in the present, right? So by staying in the present, in the moment, do you observe yourself? And do you observe how you handle different situations so you can make choices moment to moment? So, for example, you are about to judge someone, but because you are in the present, because you are living the moment, you think about it and say, no, I am not going to open my mouth. If I don't have anything positive to say, I'm just gonna zip my mouth. No, no, and then so that's you right now. You right there. You are making the right choice. You are making a wise decision right there by saying, no, I'm not going to open my mouth. But for that, you have to observe yourself. So the question is, do you observe yourself to be able to see when at that moment you need to make different choices? Or do you tend to go into autopilot and respond in automatic mode? So a lot of times we just go into autopilot, meaning that we, let's say, are gossiping about someone and don't realize that what we're doing is not the best thing. And we keep gossiping because we are in autopilot, meaning we are like a robot, just doing something that it's a habit, right? But right at that moment, you can break that habit. So if you tend to go into autopilot and not take a look at how you are showing up in life, how you are being kind, how you are not criticizing or whatever it is, if you are paying attention, that's wonderful. But if you are not, if you are going into autopilot, are you willing to make the commitment today to start being present in each moment? Are you willing to pay more attention to what it is that you're saying, what it is that you are doing, what it is that you are thinking? Because at that moment, if we are able to see exactly what's happening, then we can definitely make the right choices. So think about that. How do you handle your day-to-day life? Do you go into autopilot responding automatically, or do you pay attention to what it is that you need to do when you're tempted to go in the wrong direction, that you need to stop and change the direction? Or for example, if you are in a party and instead of talking and talking and talking, maybe because you are paying attention, you are realizing that this will be a perfect moment to listen to people, to just stay quiet and listen, which is a wonderful, positive thing to do. So if you feel that you sometimes going into automatic mode and don't realize that you are not analyzing what it is that you are doing or thinking, go ahead and make a commitment right now to take a step to move forward, to be in the present moment, to be available to yourself by paying attention. So if are you willing to do that? uh, and we all have plenty of room to practice this, I think. Okay, so that's the invitation, to be willing to make the commitment to be present moment to moment, and then to pay attention, and then whenever you need to change anything, any behavior, that is not exactly positive, then you can do it right there because you are paying attention. Very good. Perfect. Okay, so go ahead and take a deep breath and then exhale. Let it all out. And then you can open your eyes. Okay, the fourth practice or attitude to embrace life with courage and faith is to embrace change and uncertainty with a positive look. How many times have you yourself or others around you, you seen how the people are totally afraid of change and rejected and are rigid. So life in general is unpredictable, and by adopting an attitude of flexibility, of saying yes to life, you are more likely to adapt and thrive in the face of the unexpected. But when we are so rigid and expect that everything has to go our way, then we suffer because what we end up doing is controlling a lot, right? Let go of the control. So embracing change and uncertainty with a positive outlook, it's a way of acknowledging that while you may not have control over everything that happens, you do have control over how you respond. And it doesn't matter what is happening in the outside world. Always make sure to remember that you do have control over how you respond, and you are always invited to respond with calmness, with respect towards others, with a harmonious attitude, always, all the time. So very, very important. It's acknowledge that life is sometimes up and down, and it's okay. And this concept also includes the idea of accepting what is. Accepting what is doesn't mean that we are going to be passive about our lives. No, we do our part, but we surrender and let God take care of the rest. So accepting is so, so important. And then knowing that you do not have control over others or situations, but you do have control on how you respond. And make sure to always respond with an attitude of calmness. Always, always. Okay? So let's go ahead and do a little bit of an introspection. Close your eyes and for a moment, think about the way you handle change. Okay. And this is not about putting yourself down. Let's say that you don't handle, up until today, you didn't handle change in a way that was more flexible. Oh, that's okay. You forgive yourself. This is not about putting you down, putting yourself down. It's about doing an introspection so that way we can make changes. Okay. So think about the way how you handle change. Are you rigid or flexible or somewhere in between? Are you controlling? Do you feel that there is a need to be more open-minded? So think about this again without judging yourself, but saying, well, sometimes I need to control everything. And if the things don't go my way, I get upset, I get disappointed. And my goodness, that is something that you can invite yourself to change. So go ahead and take the first step, and when the opportunity presents for you to practice flexibility, go ahead and practice. When you the opportunity shows up for you to practice letting go of control, go ahead and practice that. You If you have already done your part, then you just let go, totally let go. And then that way, when you don't put any resistance, then the things are going to go in a way that in most cases are going to be flowing in a wonderful way. So if there is a need to be more open-minded, be open, be flexible, and say, yes, there is a way. I could be a little more flexible. I could be more understanding. I could be more patient. I could be more compassionate. Yeah. lots of virtues that we can practice here. Okay. And then again, the first step is going to be that when you have the opportunity, then when the opportunity presents, practice flexibility, practice surrendering everything to God, and then saying to God, God, I have done my part, and that the rest is between you and that person, and it's not up to me. You cannot force anyone to do anything. That's my invitation. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath and then exhale. And then you can open up your eyes. And the last attitude that I invite you to practice to embrace change with courage and faith is to deepen your faith. This is a must in absolutely every situation in life. By choosing to face challenges with faith, you will find creative solutions and maintain resilience. And you probably say, and how do I do this? Well, the way to do this is for you to have more conversations with God or your higher power frequently, if possible, all day long. For you to use the power of prayer and for you to definitely meditate every day, even if it is for 15 minutes, but to make sure to meditate. For you to maybe definitely receive some kind of a spiritual nourishment or food, meaning listening to a Sunday service, to whoever it is, the speaker, and to be willing to be connected that way. And so it is a reminder that even in difficult times, there is potential for growth and new beginnings. When we have that connection with God, no doubt that we are going to be understanding more that those difficult times are opportunities for us to grow. So we are not going to be intimidated. Why? Because we know that God is right there with us. So trusting in a higher power can be very transformative in overcoming obstacles or dealing with adversity. I personally, this is my belief, is that I believe that without God, life is extremely difficult. And again, you can call God whatever way whatever term you have for God, it's your own way. But wow, it is extremely difficult. I don't wish that for anyone at all, because I remember the days when I tried to handle everything by myself, and it was very, very difficult. Nothing was working in my life. And now that I have that relationship and I keep working on deepening that relationship, everything is working in my life and everything gets better and better every single day. So, deepening your faith is something that I invite you to take it very, very seriously, and to make sure that you receive spiritual food at least weekly, meaning a Sunday service, a message from a pastor or from a priest or from whoever it is, from a Buddhist monk, and then that way you are going to be able to deepen your faith. Okay, so I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes for a moment, and then this is the introspection that I invite you to think about. How is your relationship with God or the divine or the higher power? Is there room to improve it? I really believe that we all have a lot of room to improve that relationship with God. And can you think of one step that you are willing to take right away to improve that relationship? And especially today is the second day of the a brand new year. So why not take that next step? So think about one. Obviously, it would be nice if you have more than one steps, but at least one right now. Maybe let's say that you might not have a meditation practice. Oh, not a problem at all. You can definitely take a meditation course and then learn how to meditate properly. If you need guidance with that, just let me know and I'll be happy to guide you with Ananda offers the spiritual community where I live offers a wonderful, wonderful meditation course. So whatever it is that you need, you can definitely find a way to get it, and to ask God to help you to get it. Okay. So one step that you're willing to take to improve that relationship with God, to deepen your faith. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so now you can go ahead and take a deep breath and exhale, and then go ahead and open up your eyes. And here, this is an invitation to embrace life with courage and faith, knowing that it is about embracing the richness of human experience with an open heart and mind, meaning that we are here on this earth. Why not embrace this human life, this earthly life, with an open heart and mind, with a positive attitude, with a mind that is open in the sense of saying, yes, I can do this, or I can learn, and with an open heart, knowing that I can love more, I can be more, I can be kinder, I can be more compassionate, whatever it is. So we have so much room for us to continue to grow. It encourages us to savor the present, to pursue passions and build meaningful relationships. So, my goodness, embracing life with courage just gives us so much to enjoy the present, to go for your dreams, to build harmonious relationships. It is a call to live fully, to make the most of each moment, and to find joy in the journey of being alive. So, what an amazing opportunity to live life fully, to make the most of each moment. And especially today is the beginning of the new year. What a wonderful reminder for all of us to make the most of each moment of each day, and to find joy in the journey of being alive. When we are not experiencing that joy, is because we are seeking outside. We are looking to see who is going to help us to find that joy. We are helping for outside material things to bring us happiness. Nothing is gonna give us happiness. The only thing that is gonna give us happiness is our decision to be happy now, right now. I promise you, we can be looking everywhere to the end of the earth for someone, for something to make me happy, for a new house, for a new car, for whatever it is, until we decide that we want to be happy, and we decide to find joy in the journey of being alive. We are not going to find happiness. Dear friends, happiness is not ever outside of us. It has to come from within. And the more we're willing to really decide today to awaken that happiness, the more everything is going to change around us. So my invitation is for you to really have a conversation with your higher power, and ask your higher power to help you to find joy in the journey of being alive, to help you to savor the present, to really build meaningful relationships, to make to live life fully, and to make the most of each moment. I promise you that that relationship with your higher power is going to be vital for you to be able to accomplish this. So one more time, I will mention the 5 attitudes to embrace life with courage and faith. Number 1, resilience. Number 2, say yes to life. Number 3, be present in each moment. Number 4, embrace change and uncertainty with a positive outlook. And number 5, deepen your faith. And you're going to be able to find this the recording of this class in my website, www.gloriaramirez.com. And then under the menu called free, right there, you will see the recording of this class. So I am very grateful for the opportunity to share with you these principles, and I invite you to really at least start with one of them right away, and move forward in practicing every one of them as you keep seeing the wonderful results of your own practice. That's my invitation. And I wish you a very wonderful new year, and that you are able to really receive the blessings that come as a result of us living life as finding joy in the journey of being alive. That's my invitation. So celestial blessings for each one of you.